Go. All right, home runs, baby. We got goal scorers down thanks to Brad again. Great job. Let's jump into some home runs here. Then we're going to jump into Major League Baseball. Aaron Judge, plus 215. Kyle Schwarber, plus 235. Corbin Carroll, plus 250. Cal Raleigh, plus 265. Manny Machado, pictured there. God, I love that Padres uniform. I know some people don't. Dude, that thing is clean, man. Manny Machado, plus 350. Now, let me say this. Today is a day where we could have had two lists of five guys. Shohei Ohtani, not listed, is there. Brent Rooker, Nick Kurtz, keep going. Fernando Tatis, like, there are options today. So going on the board, but going off the board could be a big one today. Moshe, I'll throw it over to you first. Who do you like?
So I will say, in conjunction with what you just said, I had the most amount of A-rated plays in my home run props today. And my favorite's not even on the board right now, even though Machado is a fantastic option. I think, all these guys are just studs. My favorite option on the board is Ketel Marte. I mean, you got the weather, you got the pitcher. There's everything lining up here. He's batting .458 with 2 home runs in the last week, right? And that's just continuing from the last 2 weeks in the last month. This guy is on fire. He's probably one of the only people who didn't hit a home run yesterday. And you got Coors Field with wind blowing out. Give me Ketel Marte. He is an option today. I got him at 270, which is not the best juice, but you know what? I think it's worth it today.
Yep, I do too. And I'm going to tell you, I almost took that over 12 in the Diamondbacks Rockies game today. I almost took it, but that number's ridiculous. But hey, we talked about it yesterday afternoon. That game, that Diamondbacks Rockies game, that it wasn't going to be a big home run fest. It was going to be a bunch of hits. Who did go yard? Gurriel went yard. I think he had a 3-run bomb, but it was a lot of dudes on base. And I think that we see the same thing today, but I think it's more of a home run day to day. So a Ketel Marte, great call. Corbin Carroll listed right here. Gurriel is not a bad play again. I am not against playing dudes back to back. Like, when you're hitting is contagious. I don't care what anyone says. Hitting is contagious. Goal scoring, Brad, I don't know, but I would imagine like playing well, shooting well is contagious. Not saying, it's a different sport because, you're not going to score all that much just based on the sport, but feeling it, you know what I mean? Like, when you're it when you fire a rocket, at the goal, you're like, oh, dude, I scored. I soared this one. It's gonna fly over the goal. You know what I mean? But when you're on target, it's you could probably feel that too. I would imagine.
I think it's even more in soccer, football. It's hard for me to go back and forth, but I think that your feeling and your energy works for the team so much more in soccer than it does in baseball, because all it takes in baseball is one person to strike out and you're dead. In soccer, you control the ball, and if the other team is just running frantically trying to knock the ball away from you, you can just put them in a pit that they can't climb out of, and that energy moves through the game very powerfully. Like, it's noticeable when you're watching soccer and how the shifts of energy are moving. And I'm sorry, Brad, you're the soccer expert here, but like, it's so much fun watching that shift.
I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to hand the soccer over to Mose. That's a great explanation. Dude, soccer, it's contagious. You take on somebody, you make a strong tackle, something as simple as a strong, well-executed tackle to win the ball off of a real hustle play that can energize the other players on your team, all 11. And who is it? Who's that silent 12th man? That's your energy, baby. That's the momentum. That is what carries you through the game, the adrenaline. Moshe, well said, my guy.
Well said, indeed.
Honestly think that soccer is one of the most exciting sports to watch just from watching that energy, because it's so palpable. We were talking about it yesterday on it's impossible to run 90 minutes or 100 minutes in a game. And when you have that extra boost in energy, you can literally tell that your team is moving faster than the other team. It's so noticeable. It's a lot of fun. I really do enjoy watching soccer.
All right, Brad, where are you going?
It's tough because I want to say Corbin Carroll, right? He's got that wind He's at Coors, so the combination of both of those. But yesterday's double RBI, I think this man is a little bit due. AV, I think you know exactly where I'm going. Give me Schwartz plus 235. You're giving me 200 plus. Come on, baby. Kyle Schwarber out of the park.
I love it. Look, the odds are good today. Yesterday they were terrible. Like yesterday. You know what yesterday was? Yesterday was a winning tax. Like there's just days where everything comes to a grinding halt, and that was it. But I think that it ends, and I think we've got good numbers here, man. All right, so you're going Schwarber.
Wait, hold on. Schwarber missed a home run by less than a foot yesterday.
Yeah.
Like he was there, and the announcer said it. They were like, he is lucky that ball didn't just fly out of here. I think Schwarber is absolutely ready and due.
All right, so you're both going Schwarbs?
Oh no, I'm still on Ketel Marte. I mean,
okay.
Just on the price difference, I feel like it's worth it. But like, I'm not. I'm gonna sprinkle on Schwarber too now.
Yeah. I'm going Corbin Carroll. I absolutely love Corbin Carroll today. I love Manny Machado too, and we're gonna get into the analytics here in a second. All these guys are live. Let me just tell you this: all of them are live. But I like Corbin Carroll. I'm gonna go plus 250. I think that they could absolutely smash today. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Corbin Carroll. All right, time to talk a little weather, boys. All right, so let's jump into it here. Pirates and the Cubs. Okay, I don't know what you're going to get run-wise out of these teams, even if it's perfect, but you've got 85 degrees, feels like 88, so you've got about 71% humidity here, no rain, 5.5 miles an hour blowing out to left field. So this doesn't look like it's anything to write home about, and, I mean, it's kind of mid, but it's not. This is actually pretty damn good. Problem is I just don't know what you're going to get out of these teams, and especially the Cubs. They're just not scoring a lot of runs right now, man. Brewers and the Reds. 88 degrees, feels like 93 in Cincinnati. Humid, man, 75%. No percent rain. 1.9 miles an hour blowing out to right center, but that's really nothing. So, again, I mean, this is solid, man. Great weather here.
Where are you going in this game, by the way? Sorry, the Brewers game. I was confused because the Reds just played spoiler to the Phillies, and the Brewers are on quite a roll. But are they hotter than the Phillies were during that time, during that little stretch over there?
The Brewers, they're playing great, man. Like, when I look at this game, God, man, like, so we
Sorry
don't.
for putting you on the spot.
No. The tough part is that I don't think we know yet who the Brewers are starting.
That was my main stopper here as well.
Mine too. I don't know who they're starting. Meaning, this could be a bullpen game. This could be kind of a put something together type. I don't know.
Which, in their defense, they have one of the best bullpens in all of baseball.
Absolutely. Like, this is a day they can lean on that. But I don't disagree with Whale that the Brewers are kind of due for a little regression. But
yeah,
dude,
and that's kind of what I meant.
Man. Like, they're so good. Yeah, like hot like biscuits out of the oven. They are. Like, that's the thing, man, is like they just keep going. So, I mean, I would just keep riding the I don't know what the price is, and
So I would say I think the money line is at minus
130.
Yeah, you can probably going to move to minus 135, minus 140 by the end of the day. I would, if you're going to sprinkle on the Brewers, I would go with the run line minus 1.5 at plus money, if anything. But this is a tough one for me, and I'm laying off. But I just wanted to hear your thoughts because sometimes I'm only in my own head. I don't have anybody to bounce these ideas off of. And when I'm skittish, you just don't know where to go. Just need a second opinion from the doctor.
It's very tough. And again, we have to know the pitching situation. You know what I mean? So we got to figure that part out. But I'm with you. I mean, look, the weather's here. Now you got a total of 9 as well, which is a big number for any game. But yeah,
if you think that the Reds are going to compete, I would recommend just going with a team total over on that side.
Yeah. Yep. See, and look, Roger, this is a T-shirt right here. Dew is wetness on the grass in the morning. That's a great. I love that line. You're so right. I really do hate using that word "do" because nobody's do a damn thing in life. You know what I mean? Like you ain't do nothing. Yeah, dude, I like it. Kane says, I think Brewers they're gonna have drop. They hot. They must come down. That is also true. This will be a good test game. Like let's get the pitching matchup lined up first. And then we're going to figure it out. Big Zach, member for 13 months. DTO weather's better than the Weather Channel. There we go.
Listen, when you're betting on things, you better get it right,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So that's what we got for that game here. Phillies and Nationals. All right. So let's see. Big Tony was asking about this one. So you got 87 degrees, feels like 90. You got 6% rain, which actually is great. We talk about it all the time. That if you can get the rain percentages, not 0, but less than 10%, you're going to get all the humidity and no rain. All right. And for anybody that might be new or just want a little bit of a reminder, the reason why we go through weather and humidity, every 10% increase in humidity above 55% results in roughly an additional 10 to 15 feet of carry of the baseball. Meaning if you've got 75% humidity, the ball's going to travel an extra 20 to 30 feet, which is what you just talked about, Moshe, with Kyle Schwarber missing a home run by a foot. Today could get you that extra foot. Mariners and the Mets. Temperature 80, feels like 81. No rain, 7 miles an hour blowing out, left center. Right-handed pull hitters, beautiful day. Left-handed pull hitters, you could do it too. You could stripe all over the field in this one, man. Got to be a solid game here. Braves and the Guardians, 82 degrees, feels like 85. Dude, you got like 73% humidity, no rain, 5.5 miles an hour blowing in, really nothing. I mean, it's something, but it's not. Yeah, I mean, it's not anything that's going to. Yankees, the Cardinals, 89 degrees, feels like 92. It's humid in the Midwest, man. No rain. 4.9 miles an hour blowing in again. The wind, don't even pay attention to it. It's nothing. Great day of baseball.
Yeah. From personal experience living in St. Louis for a few years in high school, that weather feels like a wet blanket.
Yeah. It does.
It is a heavy feeling.
It is. But and I'll say this. The reason why humidity works, if you think about, okay, all right, water in the air, hydrogen, oxygen, right? All right. Well, the liquid is less dense than oxygen. So the more humidity you have in the air, essentially the thinner that the air is. No humidity is, think of it like a wall. And then you get into 50% humidity, you start dropping that wall, 60%, 70%. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why some of these games, that are played like in LA right now, not a ton of humidity comparatively. It's beautiful. It's perfect. You know what I mean? But like the humidity comes into play like Northeast right now because you're going to get a boost. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Also, it's harder for the pitcher to grip the ball. I don't remember who I was talking to about this, but
it was us. We were talking about on the show. So I'll show you. So when it's hot, think about it. Your hand is sweating, man. All right. Knees weak. Mom's spaghetti. No, I'm kidding. But when it's super hot and muggy, that's why you're going to see pitchers. They go to the rosin bag a ton, right? Drying your hands off, man. But when it's the perfect weather for pitching is kind of cold, but not too cold. Like 60 degrees. Like that's why, like when the playoffs come in Major League Baseball, before it gets, we've seen some Yankees, World Series where it's 25 degrees outside, right? Like, because it's getting cold. It's almost November. That's a little too cold grip wise, but you get those cold, 55, 60. Think about it. When it's cold, you can go out, you can grab a rock, you could feel every piece of it, but when it's wet, your hand, so there you go. Yeah, Moshe, you're right on that one. All right. So Yankees, Cardinals, there we go. Diamondbacks, Rockies, 87 degrees, feels like 85. Look, I'm telling you, this is actually great humidity. Like, you get the altitude, you don't necessarily get the humidity out in the West, right? But this is pretty good. No rain, 7 miles an hour blowing. Look at this wind, though. The wind is crazy. 7 miles an hour blowing out to left center in the first 3 innings, roughly. All right. The second set of 3 innings, 7.5 miles an hour blowing in. And then almost 10 miles an hour blowing in. So get those home runs early. Get the home runs early, get the hits and the base runners late. Angels and the Athletics. I mean, this is great weather. 89 degrees, feels like 89, not a chance of rain, and 11 miles an hour blowing out. Angels and the A's might have a game today. I don't know what your model says, Mosh, but this could be a solid day. Raising the Giants, again, look at this, 67 degrees, feels like 64, no rain. 11 miles an hour blowing straight out. Straight out. But remember, that park, the wind is not always helping, even when it's big like that. So that park can eat home runs. But speaking of those, man, let's jump into it.
Yeah, I've had to learn my lesson there too.
All right. Right out of the gate, 2 Padres. Fernando Tatis has 4 bombs off Kershaw. Manny Machado has 4 bombs off Kershaw. Here's the thing, though. Kershaw's been pitching good. That dude's been on a heater, boy. You're feeling it, Mosh, aren't you? You love some Clayton Kershaw.
I'm actually on the other side here. I took the Padres at plus 160 on the money line here at a half a unit, just because you're talking about, this is for all the marbles here. I think Padres think that they need to win this game or give up the division. And I think they're going to come out firing. I think plus 160 is just too big. Clayton Kershaw's due to regress negatively. Give me the Padres.
Yep, indeed. Zach said it best here. Smash that like button, man. That'd be great if you guys could do that. If you're watching on your phone, just grab a screen, pull it down, hit like, pop right back up, man. We really appreciate it. It does help a ton, I promise. I know it's annoying and you hear it from every show, but you hear it because there's a reason. It works. Josh Bell, he's got 4 home runs. Dude, a couple twins out of the gate here, too. Big Andy Pages, man. He's got 2. Vasquez, Paul DeJong. Dude, that's 3 twins. Jeff McNeil, Jock Peterson, Nick Castellanos, Pray for the World, Luis Garcia Jr., another twin. Brian Reynolds. Dude, twins kind of popping up a little bit here, man. Bryce Terang, he's got 1. James Wood has 1. Again. I mean, you got Nationals and Twins up here, right? Like, you got a lot of Nationals. A lot of them. I'm sorry, I was saying the wrong team. Yeah. Castellano is cold lately. Yeah.
JT Real Muto isn't, though. Not that he's on the list, but I'm just going through favorite Phillies here. I'm in Philly, so all I hear is Philly talk.
Yeah. Dude, I kept saying the Twins. I meant the Nationals. Like, I kept getting the logos mixed up.
Oh, yeah. I stayed away from this game because
a lot of Nationals.
Historicals here.
Yeah.
This is a scary game from both sides.
Dude, it could get wild. Ryan McMahon for the Yankees got 1. Look at the Tigers at the bottom. Carpenter's got 1. McKinstry's got 1. Torkelson's got 1. You see Yaz and Conforto there. All right. In terms of hits, again, man, seeing them pop up. Nationals, Padres, Phillies. Look at these, dude. Keep going through it. Zach Wheeler's name is all over this list, man. Fernando Tatis, you see him again there. Britton Doyle hitting 500. Bryce Harper off Mackenzie Gore. Hit 214. He's got 6 hits. Adley Rutschman, Francisco Lindor. He hit him a bomb last night. Kyle Schwarber. There you go, man. Hit 263. It's pretty good. JT Realmuto, you boy. You're talking about right there. Hitting streaks. Tyler Soderstrom leading MLB, man. 13 straight games. Shohei Ohtani, 12 straight games. Geraldo Perdomo, 11 straight games with a hit. Xavier Edwards got 9. Mookie Betts 8 straight. Victor Robles 8 straight. Michael Harris Jr. He went off last night. 7 straight games with a hit. James Wood, Juan Soto, Gunnar Henderson. They got 7. Andujar's got 6. Pete Alonso 5 straight games. William Contreras 5 straight games. Paul DeJong 5 straight games as well. And then the last 7, you want to find, like, we go through these slides to look for player props and just dudes that are hitting, because again, hitting is contagious. And this is the slide that you want it right here, right? I mean, these are the last 7 games in Major League Baseball, and who is absolutely raking. And this is your list. Shohei Ohtani, 4 home runs, last 6 games at 435. 7 walks. Junior Caminero at 400. He's got 4 home runs. Marcelo Zuna's got 4. Bryce Terang, he has 4. Brandon Lowe has 4. Michael Harris has 3. William Contreras has 3. Juan Soto has 3. Paul DeJong has 3. Pete Alonso has 3. Right? So, look at these. You looking for guys that are hitting? These are the dudes that are hitting. You know what I'm saying? So, that's who you want to take a look at right